really classy, excellent singer-songwriters that you're going to be having a few songs come out and be working with them. Share with us.
Most definitely. First one is Melissa Whitehouse. I know you've interviewed her before. She's fantastic. She's just an amazing, amazing singer, songwriter, and we have things that in February we put together, and then all of a sudden her schedule, the schedules just blow up, and that's a good thing. So there's things that we're definitely going to get to work on together, and I'm extremely excited to work with her. Um, with the album Lighthouse, that is essentially not done yet, and there's still time. So I've got a battery of people that I'm trying to put things together. Difference of keeping it instrumental or having a vocal to it. There's a artist out of Germany. I recently did a version of Titanium for her, and she is going to put her vocal embellishment on it. Magdalena Mazel.
Anyway, so who else are you going to be working with besides Magdalena, myself?
Well, it looks like, and right now we're in the works. Another artist that you've had on, Michelle Brooks Thompson. Going to be doing a. It's for a charity. It's a very well-known charity that supports people who are struggling with addiction and whether with alcohol or drugs.
So it's Michelle Brooks Thompson, Melissa Whitehouse, Magdalena Maisel. That's 4. And you're going to be also working. Well, you did the Natalia Sticko. I don't think you're going to be working with her again.
There is a thing with Natalia. She's a big supporter of the veterans. Her husband is a veteran, and there's a tribute that it's just getting the legalities because what had happened was I have a photo of a gentleman. I have a friend who went over to France, where they have their own U.S. memorial and whatnot. This is during President Trump was in office, and what had happened was the French president and he gave an award to this gentleman, and this gentleman went with his walker on the beach of Normandy. So what I did is I started superimposing. So he's saluting the troops, but yet I've got what actually was happening in Normandy at that time surrounding the photo of him. And I wanted to do some type of tribute, and she was willing to sing. Both her and her husband, I do plan to work with on this particular track. It's just been something that they've been busy doing an opera and so on and so forth. So Chris, there's another artist. I think I told you about her before. Her name is Agaki. She's out of New York, Long Island, and she performs up and down in New York. She is a phenomenal Greek vocalist as well as a jazz vocalist, and I know she's taken a hiatus going to Greece for the month of July. But when she gets back in August, I hope to work with her in more of the live venue and also recorded venue. And I think that's going to be a great collaborative compilation of material that we both have, but we have just the timing hasn't been right. And, it's like everything, you got to be in the right place at the right time. So I hope you and your listeners, you'll know about that as soon as we get on top of that here. And and a lot of the people that I've had the pleasure of working with in 2022, hopefully I'll be able to get to work together with them in 2023 or even 2024. And and everybody has asked me this question, so I might as well just come out and say it. Yes, I do have more Christmas stuff, but this time it's original. So probably after the end of October is when we'll get back to Christmas again. So,
I know.
where did the year go? But
Hmm.
it's going to be exciting. And then uh, two more things I wanted to share. Of course, the new website. Um, it's chock full of nuts and bits and pieces. So anybody can wants to know what's going on. And again, I'm happy to have you on there. On stage podcasts, so that you know people can come and see the platform, and through my website be able to come to your platform as well. And also, I decided to do something that might sound kind of weird, but I see a lot of artists that I respect in the music realm that are actually pianists, in particular. They have what is like considered an audio journal. It's basically an audio podcast. And although I have to record my second audio podcast, it's simply called the James A. Norkawich Podcast. It speaks about faith, family, music, sometimes the history behind the music. And in essence, Chris, it's just me. It's just me babbling about what I've been blessed to know and sharing it with people who want to take a listen to it. Um, and it's the kind of thing, when you have something in your mind and you go, well, I don't have a piece of paper or have an idea. Sometimes those best things are best said if you just talk into the computer and just say, you know, I saw and heard this particular group today, and here's how it made me feel. And maybe their musical stylings made you feel a certain way. Maybe a song that brought back a memory. So for me, it's a digital journal. Will it have any impact on anybody? I have no clue. It's not anywhere compared to you or Joe Rogan or anyone. It's just me maybe playing some of my stuff, and I'm talking about what means the most to me. I mean, it's all audio, but I can record through this medium, right? And then record directly onto there.
Do you have a roster of people you're going to have on there, or you just haven't invited them yet?
I'm just kind of winging it as I go. So
Any other news you want to share and relate to our audience?
yeah, as engagement with me and with any other artist, I always encourage people to follow and subscribe and to interact, because what you say in your voice, even though you may not play an instrument or you may not have a voice, maybe you're a dancer, maybe you're a creator. I'm always constantly looking to work with other people, because it ups me as a musician, and it challenges me to what I know and what I can do and how I can educate others. I know possibly in 2024, I would like to do a series in which I can create a platform on YouTube engage people, on where to get started and how to get started in this business. But the first thing is, listening and finding your genre, and discovering who you are. In order to find what you want to do and what you want to say and how you want to say it, you really have to know who you are. And there's a process in that, and it's conversation that I think every musician has. Thing is, in this day and time, people don't do it as often as they should, and it's common knowledge, and we need to share this with everybody. And we need to I think, as a world, just now, I think you agree with me, Chris, that you know more music, less hate, and less nonsense that goes on. The healing power of music and what we do it because we love to do it. We do it because we've been given a gift. However, you can also use it to make a change. And I hope what I put out makes you, your audience, um, and anyone who's watching this, make their day a little better, inspire them to do something, and to pass that on to others, because no one ever got in trouble for being happy and having things be infectious in a good way. Because you turn the news on, you turn on, even see some of the stuff on social media, and that's where you just need to take a break, find what you like to listen to, and and I think that's going to be the first induction of my little podcast is a game I like to play called 20 Artists. Where the guest takes 20, I take 20, and there's more in common with each other's 20 artists than you would ever see. And there's history, and there's stories, and those stories need to be told. And that's what your podcast is about, and that's what that's what music just tells a story, and so why not let it be a good one? And of course, the most exciting thing, once Lighthouse is released, I'm also have a song video, should be out in hopefully by the end of the week. It is a original Christian song, and I think the message is very, very important. And I haven't released it on Spotify, but I might release the video first, and then release the actual song. So again, stay tuned, to the website, as well as social media, and I hate to say this, Chris, it's almost Christmas time, so it's time to make a Christmas list.
You were tall, I looked up. From where I sat, wished I would've dressed up. Your first line, won't forget. So is it true, no one's taking you yet? I remember people